You're watching Beyond 100 Days. We're having a conversation on the governorship election, which will hold in Ondo State on Saturday. I've been speaking with an election observer, Nelson Ekujimi. He joins me virtually from Ondo State. And we're also speaking with a policy analyst and founder, Love for Health organization, Dr. Yusuf Harun. Thank you both for staying with us. He joins me virtually from Lagos. Mr. Ekujimi, you were speaking earlier. I did put you on hold, but I just wanted to add this question to you finishing your thought. Is the issue around security. Some have said that because of the precedents in, or some of the issues, attacks we've seen in Ondo State where, monarchs were killed, and then the attack on the Catholic Church, that perhaps we're going to see some of those issues play out in this particular election. But some have also said that the number of security agents, deployed for this election is too much. I just want to get your thought generally on the security situation and the deployment of the police.
Well, I've been in town for the past 72 hours, and I can tell you for free, except for the rallies that we witnessed today, you won't even know that security is being deployed. And as we speak, everybody is still going about their businesses. There's no presence of security agencies who can be sighted anywhere, except perhaps if there's any security threat, then the security agencies will respond appropriately. But most importantly, what I was saying earlier on was that with regards to voters apathy, is due to the fact that a lot of our people till tomorrow don't understand the reason why they vote. If you are going to the polls, it's about 4 years of your life. Do you want to make it better, or do you want to make it... Hello?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, you are.
It's about 4 years of your life. Do you want to make it better, or do you want to make it worse? So unless and until our people understand the reason why they vote, we'll continue to battle with the issue of the voters apathy. That is the fact.
Dr. Harun, you mentioned this voter apathy earlier. You raised the conversation. What do you think would be the factors responsible if people do not come out of their homes to vote? And we're hoping that people do. But what do you think would be the factors responsible, if at all, and we witness any voter apathy?
Yes, I want to talk on my own field in particular. There are many other fields, but most importantly, health. Health issues are indirectly influencing Ondo election as well, because people have economic constraints, and due to that, it could affect their health. Also, what the speaker also said is that people's life was also concerning. Yes, we know that it is peaceful now, and we pray that it's going to be peaceful throughout. But some people innately are scared about their lives. They are scared about thuggery. They are scared about killing or shooting during the voting or during the election. So I want to implore the security agencies to make sure that people's health, people's life is secured so that they can come out to vote. Sensitization is very important. And all these issues should resonate with the local governments. We shouldn't leave everything only to the federal or state government. The local governments have a very strong role to play in sensitizing people, the marketers, the workers, the artisans. Everybody should come out. And whoever wins the election, I am not partisan, I'm not supporting any candidate, I'm neutral. But whoever wins the election, I wish the person good luck, and I want the next governor or the incoming governor to focus on healthcare, particularly primary, secondary, and tertiary healthcare.
Mr. Ekujimi had talked earlier about people waiting to be mobilized from door to door by politicians. Do you also fear that perhaps this election will be marred by vote buying?
This is something which has been embedded in the society. It is something which I will call endemic. Endemic is something which has been in for a long time. Unfortunately, every political party is guilty of this. Vote buying, voter suppression, and some of them intimidate voters. So what I want the government to do, and the INEC in particular, to make sure that they reduce or they stop vote buying, vote suppression, vote intimidation, so that we can have a free and fair election and the best candidate wins, just as we saw in the United States of America.
Back to Mr. Ekujimi. How important is this election for the major parties? There are 6 states in the southwest: Lagos, Ogun, Ekiti, and Ondo. Has APC is the ruling party in those states. Then Osun and Oyo has PDP as the ruling party in those states. Even though they are in the minority, both governors of the Oyo and Osun are very well. They become prominent figures, not just in their states, but in the country and the southwest. So, I mean, how important is this election for both parties, and how will it change the political landscape?
Well, the election is as important as you can think to the fortunes of any of the 17 or 18 political parties participating. But majorly, the two major contenders, in view of the fact that in the last 8 years now, the APC has been in the saddle in Ondo State. And I'm sure the party will want to consolidate. Don't also forget, the party is the one on the seat right now, that the incumbent governor is just, is just running out the time of his principal, who unfortunately and sadly died in office. Then the PDP is coming into the fray with the former deputy governor of the state, who is also from the same senatorial zone as the gubernatorial candidate of the APC and the incumbent governor. So it is as important as you can imagine, because the whole essence of forming a political party is to win elections. So if the APC, for example, wins today's election, Saturday's election, it will add to their political fortune. And if the other party, the PDP, wins, it's also bolster their political fortune and, their political population. Because, life is about the winner. People don't have sympathy for losers that, oh, I lost. People always celebrate with winners, and people flock around winners. So the victory of either of the parties is as important to each one of them. But I'm sure if you look at what has happened in the last few months, the incumbent governor who is running out the remaining tenure of his former principal who died in office, has been doing all he can to sell his candidacy to the people, and also is promising them that whatever they have achieved in the last 8 years is going to consolidate on it and do more. So the ruling party has the template of saying this is what we have done. Unlike other parties, including the PDP, that will be saying this is what we can do. APC has not done better, but we can. But the APC will be saying we have done this, we can do more. So you have a candidate who already has a scorecard on the table, and a candidate who is issuing you a promissory note. So the ball is in the court of the people of Ondo State come Saturday, November 16th, to decide where their political destiny will reside for the next 4 years.
Let me bring in Dr. Harun back into the conversation. We have barely a minute left. I just wanted to ask you if you see any sort of offset in terms of this. I mean, for Edo State, we saw that the Labour Party came a distant third, but at least he was also a prominent face in the election. Do you see that happening as well, if not the Labour Party, but do you see any political party also rising to the occasion beyond the PDP and the APC?
Okay, now personally, I'm not in Ondo, but to be honest, an election, when it is conducted, there are two major things you look at: the dissatisfaction of the voters and those who are contented. So in Ondo State now, it's just going to be an election which is going to either confirm if more people are dissatisfied with the current governor or less people are. So if more people come out to vote for him, that shows that they are more satisfied with what he is doing and they want him to continue his mandate. But if more people are dissatisfied with what he's doing, then there could be an upset.
All right, so I like that final submission, whether it's going to be more of those who are contented or those who are dissatisfied. We'll see how that plays out on Saturday. Thank you both for joining us. Election observer who joined us virtually from Ondo State, Mr. Nelson Ekujimi, thank you so much. And Dr. Harun, thank you so much for your time, a policy analyst.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.